All right, we got Action Comics 2000 or 1004, maybe 2004 eventually someday in 50 years if they're still around. I don't know anymore, man. Comic books, but got the foil cover, which I love these foils, and they smell so good. They have this weird, like, kind of like new car smell to them. I really like these foils, man. I almost bought the back roll issue because I wanted to get the foil. I try to grab them when I can. Oh, good old Superman Action Comics. Out of Bendis' 2 books, you have him doing Superman, you have him doing Superman Action Comics. This one is definitely the strongest. Superman is just all over the place. I don't even know what's going on in that book. It doesn't even line up with anything going on in the main DC universe right now. Even this book. I don't get it. That book stinks. This one is a little bit better. Is it like as good as the Jurgens run? No. But I'm starting to think that I'm starting to think Bendis just hates relationships. Like a normal, like family. I think he doesn't like them because of what he's doing to Superman's family, which, you know, I feel like they're moving towards nullifying John and nullifying the marriage. It's just a hunch. I can't say for sure, but it's not looking good. When you look into, I think it's 1006 is where John is coming back. It's like all new, all different John, and then the solicit's talking about it's going to change things forever. And you read this issue, you can tell things are kind of moving towards him going back to being like kidless and marriageless, which I don't care for. This whole issue is pretty much a bunch of drama. Now, if I'm wrong about everything, then I'll be happy, but there's just some setup with him trying to figure out who Red Cloud is. And there was this bombshell where we see Lex and Lois talking and colluding. She explains what's going on. I feel like she's lying. I do. I feel like she's lying. And I'm not going to say word for word she said, but she said, like, oh, he wanted some info. But you see him find out here. This was kind of cool. He goes into the closet, and he's getting ready to go see her, but you can tell he's down because he just saw his wife with Lex Luthor, who's a prick, and is like, you know, like his biggest enemy. It's like, what is she doing? She hasn't seen me, but she talks to Lex Luthor first. That's a gut punch for sure. So real kudos to the artist who managed to really capture that right there in the closet. I liked that quite a bit. You get a recap. This is where the last issue left off with her, like, you know, in that wig and run into him. I liked how they did this, where they met up. The art in the Superman books are all great. This is totally going to come back. So one of the solicits also says that Lois gets named as the mother of Superboy. And this is why. Since she chose to jump on him and kiss him right there, like you see people taking pictures with their cell phones, that's going to be all over the news now. So it's just more stress on their relationship between Clark and Lois. But pretty much they just chat and stuff. And the end of the book has them talking. I'll get into what's going on, but I wanted to see this. Here's a picture of Superman dead. And he says, the good old days. I know, right? And I'm thinking, yeah. When Dan Jurgens was writing it, it was the good old days. Oh, man. So pretty much like what happens is he meets up with Lois, and she's like, you know, John's not here, and you don't need me, and he doesn't need me. I need to write a book. I don't feel like we're a normal family. And it's really hinting that she's not happy and going to divorce him. The way you can kind of catch that she's lying about what's going on between her and Lex, and like how she needs a break from everything. It's like with the solicits that are coming up, it seems like there's going to be changes, which I'm not happy with. I don't think anybody that was really a big fan of this character from Rebirth, which has been great. The changes that they did to him in the book, giving him the family and stuff, I think those were the right moves, especially for this character. And I don't like the direction they're taking with it. We'll see if the sales hold. As long as the sales on this hold, then they're not going to take him off the book anytime soon. But Dan Didio, man, what are you doing? Why are you approving these things? Like, he's shaping everything up from Rebirth into a pile of turds. And there was no need for these changes. You had, like, kind of redeemed yourself for a lot of the New 52 garbage. Rebirth was so great. And now you're, like, making all of these changes out of nowhere. And some of them are questionable. Superman and Action Comics are definitely questionable. The Nightwing stuff I've gotten over. I'm kind of enjoying that now. But Superman, dude, I'm just not cool with a lot of this crap. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about this. What do you think about my theory? Also, like and subscribe. Check out my links. Got a link to my Patreon. Got a link to my Twitch and my Discord in there. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.